What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Earlier this week I asked you guys over on Instagram what video you wanted to see for today, and the majority of you picked a Q&A and kind of like a wrap and chat with me. I'm really excited because I've never done a Q&A on my channel before. So I also asked you guys, I put a little question box up on Instagram, what questions you guys have, and you guys asked quite a bit of them. So I'm excited to go through some of them. I probably won't be able to answer every single one, but I'll do what I can. And really quick before we get started, so I have a ton of like gift boxes that I'm going to be using, a few gift bags. I do already have a couple gifts wrapped. You guys want to see this? I'm sticking to a lot of the white and gold this year. So this one has white wrapping paper with gold stripes on it, a satin white bow, a little jingle bell, and then a name tag. That is my plan. I am going to be using a few gift bags as well. These are just white with polka dots on it. But for the most part, I want to wrap everything. I just love wrapping paper, and I think it's so fun on Christmas. So the three that I'm using, the white one with stripes, there's a white one with trees on it, little gold trees, and then I also have a brown one with gold trees on it. I'm not sure where I got this one. I've had this one for a few years, but the two white ones I picked up this year at Target. And then if you guys watched my last video, I think I shared a day in the life. Yeah, it was a day in the life. I went to Target and picked up these gold jingle bells. They were $5. And then I picked up a couple packs of name tags. These are both from Home Goods. They were $3.99. These are just white and it says Merry Christmas in gold. And then these are just brown with a little snowflake on them. I also have some satin ribbon. And then I also pulled out my big box of gift supplies. So I have like bows and bags and tissue paper, things like that. So if I need anything, I can pull it out of here. It's easy access. So to get started, I kind of put everything in a box or a bag just because the people that are getting these gifts might be watching my videos and I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to multitask, but I'm going to do the best that I can. The first question to get us started is, how did Marshall and I meet? Marshall is my husband, for those of you that don't know. We got married this past July. And we actually met, I guess, in high school, I would say. I was a senior. He had just graduated. Well, I should say he was a senior when I was a junior. Okay, it's way too hard for me to multitask and wrap and answer a question at the exact same time. So I think what I'm gonna do is wrap a present, answer a question or two, and then wrap another present, just because I can't get my thoughts in order and also wrap these presents nicely. So the first question was, how did my husband Marshall and I meet? And we have been together for 8 or 9 years now. We just got married this past July, and we met initially in the spring of 2012. We just kind of were introduced to each other, and then that fall of 2012, I saw him on Facebook, suggested friend, so I added him, and then that next January, so January 2013, I decided to poke him on Facebook, and the rest is history. He ended up asking me out on a date to go to a movie, and here we are. So that's how I met Marshall. Wasn't really looking for a boyfriend just because I was going to be going to college in the fall of 2013, but I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about it. to be, making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories.
Here is what the first one looks like. Turned out super cute. Again, I just used the striped wrapping paper because I had a little bit extra left. I put a name tag on it and a little bow. This one's actually for Marshall for Christmas. Bless you. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of questions about babies. How many kids do you want? Babies soon, my cousin said. So we'll answer that. So, like I've mentioned at the beginning of the video, Marshall and I just got married this past July, so it hasn't even been a full year yet. Yes, we have been together for going on 9 years, so I think we're more than ready to start a family, but right now we currently live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and it's not ideal. Doesn't mean it can't happen, and who knows. But I think for both of us, we also have different goals that we want to achieve for ourselves before we start a family. And I think in the new year, we're going to kind of go like reach out and see what we could get approved for as far as like a bank, like a house, and check into some realtors and just see what's available. The housing market in Minnesota, it is so expensive to live in the cities, at least it is for us. Like, you would pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for an unfinished house or like a really outdated house, and we want to wait for the right house. But I also really like my job where I'm working in downtown Minneapolis. He also works in like out west. So right now in Maple Grove where we live, it's about 20 minutes for each of us. Yes, I'm still working from home, but that's not going to last forever. So right now we're living in an apartment and crossing our fingers that next year we can at least start the house buying process. Once we have a house, then we'll probably start talking a little bit more seriously about having children. If it were up to me, I'd probably have children the day after our wedding, to be honest. And as far as how many, I mean, however many Marsh is willing to have. I've always wanted a big family, so 4 to 6 kids, but I know Marshall doesn't want that many. I think he's maxed out at 2 or 3. So I think we'll know once we're done, like once our family's complete, I feel like we'll know. I think he's also open if I still want more kids. I guess we'll just have to cross that bridge when we come. And who knows, we might have 1 kid, or whatever God's plan is for us, that'll happen. But that is kind of our plan right now. Hopefully I answered that question well enough, but next year, end of next year, maybe we'll start discussing it a little bit more. It really just depends on when we can get a house and when we can afford a house. Like, I don't want to, not that we can't, but I don't really want to bring a baby into a 1-bedroom apartment. Yes, they're in the room with you for the first like 6 months of their life, but then what? And I just want to be able to have more space, a place that's ours and not like continually renting. So that's kind of the plan for right now, but like I said, anything can happen. The next present I'm actually wrapping is going to be for my sister's dog, Winnie. If you guys know, I'm obsessed with her. I love her so much, so I got her a little hedgehog toy. So I'm gonna wrap that up for her really quick, and then I'll come back and answer another question.
I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, oh,
let's answer another question. So, what do you do for work besides YouTube, and what is your favorite part about being a YouTuber? So, I guess my favorite part about being a YouTuber is just being able to be creative. I love filming videos and editing and that whole behind the scenes stuff. I think it's really fun. I also love connecting with like so many of you guys. I have made some really good friendships here on YouTube, and I wouldn't have if I didn't have my channel. So I think that is like my main biggest thing, or like what I love about being a YouTuber. And then as far as what I do besides YouTube for work, so I work again in downtown Minneapolis. I'm not going to give you the specific name of the company I work for, but I deal with a lot of like life insurance. I don't sell life insurance, but I kind of manage different accounts for clients, if that makes any sense. I never expected that is what I would be doing after college, but I enjoy it. It pays the bills, and I'm getting a lot of really great experience. I also love the people that I work with. Just some days it can be very challenging. Let's just say that. Especially right now. I am very overwhelmed at work, and I'm hoping in the new year things kind of, I don't know how to say it, but I just hopefully in the next year I kind of get down a better routine, because I took on quite a few new tasks and they just are keeping me very, very busy. But I can't complain. I love my job. I love being able to work from home, although I drive myself crazy some days. Some days when Marshall gets home, I'm like, hey, how's your day? How's it going? Because it's the first person that I've talked to like in person all day. So that can be challenging, but for the most part, I love my job, and that is what I do. Okay.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane.
You guys have to let me know down below in the comments if you prefer gift bags or wrapping gifts. I don't mind wrapping gifts. I love the way they look though. I would much rather spend the time to wrap a gift in wrapping paper than just stick it in a bag. However, putting it in a bag is so much easier. Wrapping gifts is a lot of work. Especially because I want it to like look a certain way. So I do that to myself, but let me know down below in the comments what you guys prefer. Do you like to wrap your own gifts? Do you prefer when you get a gift and it's wrapped? Do you not care? I feel like some people are gonna be like, Olivia, stick it in a bag and call it a day. I also cannot wait for the day that Marshall and I can get a kitchen table and actually have some room. I also really like this paper that I got at Target because it has like the lines for you to follow. I don't know if you guys can see that, but super easy to cut in a straight line. Let's answer another question. Who's older, me or Marshall? Marshall's older. I am 25. I'll be 26 in February. And Marshall is 27. He'll be 28 next September. So he is older, like a year and a half older. That answers that question. Do I have any siblings? Nope, no siblings. I'm just kidding. I have one sister. Her name is Haley. She's a big pain in my butt, but I love her. She is actually really close in age to Marshall. Her birthday is at the end of July, and then his is in September, and they're both the same age. So that's fun. Haley and I used to fight all the time growing up because we were so close in age, but thankfully over the years, we've become better friends. Okay, I cut this like a centimeter too short, and it's driving me nuts.
Back here once again, holidays and cheer, but now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way.
The next time I do a Q&A, I promise it'll just be a sit-down video, and I will be wrapping presents because I cannot multitask to save my life. At least today I can't.
Now get it done, I'm not gonna wait. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show.
Perfect, so I have one bottom one with brown paper and gold trees, and then the top one is going to be white paper with gold trees. So I'm gonna take some ribbon and tie it around.
Always got you on my mind, but I know this time you're on top of my list. Only wish, and as we decorate the tree, only you and me. I'll be making plans, make you understand. I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day.
Okay. I do like using gift bags for, I'm gonna avoid saying the word just in case kids are watching, from You Know Who that delivers presents. Yes, we still do that. But I like to use gift bags for that reason, just because there's like a lot of little things in here. And it's just a lot easier, I feel like, to put it in a gift bag instead of wrapping it. So, get some tissue paper. And I'll answer another question. How's your couch? Was it worth the wait? So worth the wait. As you guys know, probably, if you've been around for a while, Marshall and I ordered a couch right after we got married in July, and we were told it was going to be here in September. Then it got pushed back, wasn't going to be here until November, December, then January, and then March and April of 2021. And we were getting really annoyed, especially because we were told one date when we ordered it, and it just kept getting pushed back and back. And then one day, randomly in November, I checked, I logged in, and it said it was being delivered, I think on the 22nd or the 20th or something like that. So I called, and sure enough, it was. We didn't schedule that date. They scheduled it for us and didn't even give us a courtesy call to tell us. But thankfully the day worked out, and we have our nice couch. We love it. It actually feels like a home. There was nothing wrong with our red furniture, but it was passed down to us from my mom. So it's definitely gotten its use. And we had it for 3 years in our old apartment. So that just tells you how long we've had it. And a nice thing about putting it this type of gift in a bag is if I find some other little things that I want to add in, I can just toss it in here and not have to worry about wrapping something else. Did you go to college? If so, what for? Yes, I did go to college. I have thousands and thousands of dollars wrapped up in student loans. Love that for me. But yes, I did go to college and I got a degree in communications, minor in psychology. I originally went for business, hated it, and I ended up switching majors halfway through. As you guys know, I love to talk, so communications was the way to go for me.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear.
Okay, so I've gotten 2 questions now asking about how my dad passed away and how old I was. I'm just going to answer it and move on. I'm not going into too much detail just because it's very personal and I don't really care to talk about that right now, but I was 16 going on 17 when he passed away. I don't really care to say how. He just did, and I'm going to leave it at that. But another question that I saw that came through was, what am I afraid of or scared of? And I think this is a really good question because I am scared of something so ridiculous. Well, I'm scared of a lot of things, but my biggest fear is frogs. I hate frogs with all of my worth. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. When I was in high school, I would be out like with friends on the weekends and I would come home at like, who knows what time. I would call my sister and be like, hey, I'm home, can you come get me? She would, no joke, walk outside, give me a piggyback ride from my car into the house because I was just deathly afraid that I was gonna see a frog, one was gonna jump on me. It's bad. I still, to this day, I'm 25 years old and I still hate frogs with a passion.
Snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light.
All right, I'm gonna answer 2 more questions and then wrap up this video because I have no idea how long it is, but one of the questions, am I still friends with anyone from high school? And yes, I am. My best friend, Lauren, we've been friends since like 7th grade. I invited her over to my house after a junior high dance and we've been friends ever since, quite a few years. And then I also have a friend, Haley, who lives in Georgia. I still stay in contact with her quite a bit. But yeah, otherwise it's just, I guess, through like social media and stuff, you know, Facebook, all of that. And then lastly, what is my dream job? I would have to say owning my own business probably. I would love to one day like work for myself, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know exactly what that would be, but that is, I guess, a goal of mine is to one day not have to work under somebody. I don't know. I like making my own rules, basically being my own boss, if you will. I think that would be so cool and fun, and it just, I like to set my own schedule. When I was in college, I did an internship with like event planning and I was really good at that. I loved it. Not like weddings and birthday parties, that kind of thing, but like special events, like big events, a few throughout the year. I think that would be fun. But we'll see. I'm only 25, so I have a long life ahead of me. But that is going to conclude the video for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this Q&A/wrap with me. It's kind of fun. I know it was my first Q&A, so give me a break. I'm sure it wasn't like the best quality Q&A, especially because I had a terrible time multitasking. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed learning a little bit more about me. If you guys still have questions and I didn't answer your question, head over to Instagram. My Instagram handle is olivia.n.sward. You can send me a DM or comment down below, whatever's easiest for you guys, and I will try my best to get back to you. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Before you leave, I would really appreciate it if you'd all give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to say hi down below in the comments. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend or week whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
While we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing, just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before. as they walk